But once you come across a blowdown, all you gotta do is you just basically gotta bushwhack your way around it. Good morning, day 27 on the AT, day 3 in Smoky Mountain National Forest, or National Park rather. So yeah, it's gonna be another nice day. I think close to 60. I'm gonna try and get 13 miles today. We're shooting for Crosby Knob Shelter, I believe. Yeah, got some big climbs and a couple of milestones. I'll talk more about those, at least 2 today. I'll talk more about them in a little bit. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice day. Good start. And left the shelter about around 8 this morning, so I've been going for almost an hour. But yeah, one thing I wanted to mention about being out here, I mean, it's incredibly beautiful. It's a huge area, but there's also no Wi-Fi or cell phone service out here. So yeah, your phone's pretty much useless the whole time you're inside the park. There are no cell phone towers, but I do have a some people use a Garmin. I have a Zoleo. It's a GPS. It links up and I can text with it, so I'm able to every night text family and loved ones, let them know where I'm at. It also gives them, updates them with the latitude and longitude of where I'm at. But I also put that in the text as well. But it's really nice to have peace of mind for you know, not just ourselves out here, but you know, family and loved ones. Also, like I say, no Wi-Fi or cell phones. So for the next, well, it'll be about 6 days in here for us. There won't be any uploads of the video, so it could be just the FYI, a little lag on getting some of the especially the Smoky Mountain videos out to you. But yeah, they'll eventually, once we get out of the park and get Wi-Fi service, cell service, be able to upload those. So just stay tuned with looking for those. But anyway, all right, gonna move on down the trail here, and I'll chat with you all here later on. I just want to show you something that we have to deal with pretty much daily. This is the trail right here, and this big tree laying across it is what we call a blowdown. So, and they can happen anytime. Like I say, you'll come across multiples. It's pretty much daily. But usually in this case, the Park Service will take care of these. But outside the park, it's usually local hiking clubs that'll come in eventually and cut it all up and clear the path. So, but just thought I would give you a little info on if you hear somebody say a blowdown, so you know what it is. So yeah, that's a big guy there. So that'll take a little bit of work to clean that up, but I'm sure they'll get around to doing it. All right, I forgot to mention, but once you come across a blowdown, all you gotta do is you just basically gotta bushwhack your way around it, or hopefully there's a decent little path. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not, but that's one of the things we have to deal with out here. We're getting into a much higher elevation now. We're almost at 6,000 feet. About 5,800. You can see the trees are changing the landscape as we get closer to the summit. We'll go over to 6,400 feet here shortly. So it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. We are headed up to Clingmans Dome, and you can see the vegetation has changed in the high alpine, because we're going to be over 6,400 feet up in here. And 2 things about Clingmans Dome. One, it is the highest point of the entire Appalachian Trail. And 2, it is mile 200, marks mile 200 for us snowbows. So we are about to hit 200 miles on the trail. So two big milestones for us today. All right. Well, it's nice and cool in here too. I know you can't tell, but it's about 70 degrees outside, and it's about 50 in here in this canopy. Yeah, we traveled from one forest to a completely different type forest. Shows you how things can change once you get close to 6,000 feet. All right, almost to the top of Clingmans Dome. Here's a little view as we're headed up the trail. Top of Clingmans Dome, which is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail, over 6,400 feet. I'm standing on Clingmans Tower, which is a 360-degree view today. Very lucky. A lot of times the weather up here is ferocious, but today we got lucky, and I'm gonna just walk around and give you the 360 view. It's amazing. This is as good as it gets. It's a little cloudy. There's a couple little thunderheads out there, but yeah, it's awesome. And you can drive up here and walk up here, up that ramp right there that I just filmed. There's a parking lot, but yeah, it's a gorgeous place here in the middle of the Smoky Mountains. All right. Yeah, it's all so slick. All right, Mount Collins Shelter. Day 27 comes to an end. Right here. I can't believe the tarp's still up.